buddy SMA Watts here, about to continue our Let's Play of the Undead Monk in World of Warcraft. When we last left off, we had helped the wife of the man who runs Northridge Lumber Camp feel a little more secure by disarming the gnolls and stealing back the lumber, and that involved a lot of dead gnolls. We also got a message from the actual gentleman who rang the mill that High Lord Tyrion Fordring would like to have a meeting with us, and we went and met the High Lord who was walking around there. And he didn't have anything he wanted to do, he just wanted to meet us, which is, interesting. He expects big things from us, so now that we've done that, we're sort of just here in Hearthglen, and we're going to see what we get with these two people. I was going to say gents, but this is, it's Rain, and you don't actually remind me of anyone, so, the long trip. I've been many places in my life. Good monk. I fought the Battle of Ankh-Raj, passed through the dark Portland Outland, joined the Argent Crusade to beat down the Scourge in coldest Northrend. But before it all, I was a farmer here in Lordaeron. Now I find myself here in Hearthglen, a scant few miles from the home. It's time I paid my respects. I'm headed to Menderstead before I return home. I wouldn't mind meeting you there with you again there once I'm there. Okay, so he just wants us to go to Menderstead at some point. That's fine. Taelen Fordring's legacy. Greetings. How do you do? My name is Daria. I'm one of the priests in charge of preserving the peace here in Hearthglen. One of my duties involves maintaining the tower down the trail to the southeast of Hearthglen. This particular tower is of personal importance to the High Lord. It is the place where his son was killed. With the recent incursion of gnolls, however, the maintenance of the tower has grown difficult. Will you help me get rid of rid the trail of some of these gnoll vandals so I can do my duty?
Go in peace.
Now, those of you who don't know, Taelen Fordring, I have a problem saying that, was High Lord Tyrion Fordring's son. He was actually a member of the Scarlet Crusade here in Hearthglen, and when during one of the quest chains back in the day, you would convince him of the actual corruption of the Scarlet Crusade, and the fact they had undead in their ranks and all of that, and he would defect to Silver to help his father root it out, and during the process he would be killed. The High Lord would then kill the man who killed his son, but his son was still dead, and that's the tower where the quest went down at. It's about time. Finally, you're here. Get to work. My men have been sparring with these wooden practice dummies for far too long. Sure, you can learn to practice a sword by swinging at the dummy, but real combat requires a real combatant. I asked for them to send someone imposing, but I suppose a skinny-armed undead monk will have to do. Now get in there and teach my men how to fight.
Have a good one.
Did you just... Look, they're bones. I don't have muscles on my arms.
You need something?
Lieutenant Meyer asked me to challenge you to a duel.
See you around.
Well thought. Ooh? What is it? I'm a little busy here. Lieutenant Meyer asked me to challenge you to a duel. Time for the crusade is now! Why does he want me to just beat up all his men? Mom was right. I'll never make it to the Argent Crusade.
The stars guide you.
Fine, but I won't hold back. Well fought.
Hey there.
You need something, Undead? Yeah, lag to stop.
Hello.
I suppose I need more practice.
See you later.
It's okay. Just be glad I can't actually fight all of you at once.
Yes.
Because then I would get this done much quicker, and it'd be slightly more embarrassing for the trainees.
The dark times will pass. Remember the sun well.
Tiger power. Alright, I beat up 7 of your guys.
What can I do for you?
I'm just looking over my paperwork here, and it seems that we're expecting a female undead monk. You're not, actually, awkwardly. Never mind. It would appear that you are not the person that I originally hired, but you did a good job, so I'm going to pay you anyhow. Drudges, sigh. Say, I never caught your name. Ashenwind. Pleased to meet you, Ashenwind. I've got one more problem that needs fixing. And you look like the type that just screams, I'm a problem fixer. There's a small mine on the northern edge of Hearthglen, where we get most of our ore that the town needs. My drudges who work the mine normally do a decent job. Unfortunately, it seems that a spider larger than average has taken up the residence in the cave. Think you could clear that up for me?
See you around.
Yeah, I can clear up the spider. No, it's to the north. Alright, let's get on my Kodo. We have an epic mount now, so we're using something a little more epic looking. I know they're not epic mounts anymore. It makes me sad, actually. You have horrible names. Alright. Whoa, that was totally the wrong button. There, I killed the spider. Come on, Mittens. You can ride in a drum. Or follow around behind me. Mittens is a very athletic kitty. He runs the 100-yard dash in 3 seconds. Nice work. In retrospect, I'm glad the other monk never showed up. You've proven to be all the help I needed.
See you later.
I don't think there's a hearthstone in, a place to set the hearthstone in Hearthglen, unfortunately. So sadly there will be some riding back and forth. As I believe this is, the Taelen's Fordring's Legacy is actually a chain quest, I believe. And once again, for the record, I know this is, about his son, but his son was not killed by gnolls. Just in case you got confused. I do find it funny that the Plague Lands have actually gotten Well, I suppose the fact that they've been cleaning up the plague lands means they do in fact just have less bite to them. They are not level 50, high 50 zones. They're level high 30s and low 40s. Which is a significant difference. You know, I suddenly realized I hadn't actually looked at this. Yeah. Do monks ever actually get plate equivalent armor for the brewmaster? I mean, I assume they have to, right? Oh. I must admit, Ashenwind, I have been using my mind vision spell to keep tabs on you, and I must say the number of gnolls you found on the trail is truly staggering. Unusual behavior, even for gnomes. Allow me to concentrate for a moment. You feel Daria's mind vision travel elsewhere, and then it returns to you. Further down the trail, south of Taelen's tower, the gnolls have carved out a small meeting area to the east of the main road. Something is happening there, and I'm not certain what. We should investigate. I will look for anything out of the ordinary. You just protect yourself. Why am I here again? Because this seems like the type of thing you could just do with your mind vision spell. Or am I thinking of another spell? Oh, weird cast do nothing spells. I think I missed the spot. Yes, this is definitely not the spot. It's camp and there's gnolls, but it's not the gnolls. It's not the gnoll camp I was looking for. And this should be where I turn. Where there's sort of a trail. Mold fading strong. Really? You were like, I watched them die. And I was like, I should have done something that entire time. I should try and kill you now. Alright. Gnolls and necromancy. What a surprise. And I thought that here in the Western Plaguelands we put those dark days behind us. You sense Daria's eyes focusing on something on the ground. Wait, what is that? You see those reagents over there? And the supplies right here? Those belong to the Argent Crusade. Gnolls are known for thievery, but as far as I know, the Hearthclan hasn't had any incursions since Redpine came. Very suspicious. I know a few helpful folks within Hearthclan. Mortis Vant, Outfitter Medievala, Bree Ironstock, and High Cleric Elthus. All can be trusted and are well connected. Question them to find out if they know anything about these lost supplies. You know, Kodos at top speed look just like they're really struggling to keep up with something. If you need more of a lope. Okay, hi Cleric Office. May the light watch over you, child, and how may I help you this fine day? I'm looking for someone who may have stolen supplies from Hearthglen. Have any leads for me? Stolen supplies? Well, let me think about it. I know a certain priest named Daria who took all the extra wine after last week's service, but didn't throw it out as I asked. I believe she'll be apologizing soon, though. Winks at you. I've heard an abnormal number of confessions this week from one of the mages whose name was Crisp or Lisp or something along those lines. Now be on your way.
You have a great day now.
I guess he could tell that she's still mind visioned on me. Alright, I believe the blacksmith is one. Mortis Fant.
Hey there.
Good day, brave monk. How may I be of service? Have you noticed anything strange lately? Any new customers in the blacksmith shop? Well, let's see. I had some drudges running away from the mine over there. Said something about a spider. New customers. Well, there's Geraldine, the lovely young gnome who bought an axe twice her size last week. Oh, and Magus Bisp came by asking for armor. Not sure why he'd need plate armor.
For the Alliance.
I think I've solved the mystery. Outfitter. This looks more like a mage's tower. I assume he'll be here. Where's the outfitter going to be? Apparently this way. Yeah, let's just use the map. Oh, there's the outfitter.
What can I do for you?
Can I help you? Have you noticed anything strange lately? Any new customers buying anything suspicious? What's with the interrogation? You're not from Fordring's Internal Affairs, guys, are you? Well, I got nothing to hide. Let me look over my records. Last week I sold a ball gown to Lieutenant Muir, which struck me as odd. What else? Magus Biss bought several dozen leather jerkins, which he couldn't give a reason for. Oh, and Friar Burlingham came by to stock up on his swimwear for his trip to Hardwrench Hideaway. That's about it. Now, if you mind, I have customers.
Be careful.
I think I've got this down. I'm really sure it's the guy who's going to Hardwrench Hideaway. It's behind me, anyways. There she is.
Talk to me.
Hello there, monk. Hello, ma'am. Have you heard any interesting rumors lately? Well, let's see. I heard Magus Bisp has been spending time cooped up in his tower, working on some new spell or something. I heard that Del Garum is planning to retire and heading back to his farm. They've already left, in fact. Oh, and I heard that there's some undead monk running around town asking people all sorts of annoying questions. Just playing with you, love. Hope that information helped.
See you soon.
Did you notice at Ashenwind, many of the names mentioned, but one name was mentioned far more than all the others? Bisp. Magus Bisp is one of Hearthglen's most preeminent arcanists. To imagine that he would be interacting with gnolls and dabbling in necromancy is unthinkable. You'll find him atop his tower near Hearthglen's main gate. Hopefully he'll have an explanation for all this. If not, well, I wouldn't go to the top of that tower unprepared. And the skull appears at the top of the tower. Magus Bisp. Spoken with. Gotta love that. Talk to the fist. Ooh. I was expecting to know.
Well met.
What are you doing here, Undead? Can't you see that you're interfering with official Argent Crusade business? I was just wondering what you knew about the gnolls to the south. Someone has been giving them supplies to practice necromancy.
For the Alliance.
You pay with your life for this interference, you miserable scum. Well, you could have denied it. Some might have said that would have been the smarter thing to do. Just deny it. I suppose that we can take his aggression as an admission of guilt. You're all right, Ashenwind? Turn yourself in. So you killed a member of the Argent Crusade inside Hearthglen. Usually that's not smiled upon, even in self-defense. I recommend that you come back to Mardenhold Keep and turn yourself into High Lord Fordring. Hopefully he will hear you out and be sympathetic with your situation. I hope I haven't gotten you in any trouble. Yeah, it's a setup. I'm an agent of the Dark Lady. You just wanted me out of the way. Dirty night elves, dirty humans. Can't trust them. But I have the integrity to go face Fordring myself, and then run like a little bitch if he turns on me. Nope.
Only by working together can we succeed.
I'm already aware of your actions, Ashenwind. I welcome you in my town, give you my blessing, and what do you do? You slay the traitor we've been hunting down for weeks. Well done. Your heroism is budding much earlier than we had already anticipated. You have a necklace for me. I love you. Hug. Isn't there a hug? You hug, okay.
The end of the scourge draws near.
You're silly. I haven't had a neck piece all game. And it's an Argent medallion. Let's go meet the guy who's retiring back at the stead. That was a reasonably long quest chain, but at least it flowed well. Like, that actually took longer than the raptors and the princess stuff. And yet, did not seem anywhere near as long. Because this is a well-done zone. No one likes that zone anyways. We'll just not worry about it zone. That's one of the things I've found, like, going through the Cataclysm stuff. Oh, the Cataclysm redesign stuff. It seems like, was the zone really good? Okay, we'll make sure it stays really good. Was the zone really bad? Okay, we'll make it better. Was the zone kind of forgettable? Okay, don't worry about it. Which means the zones that were very middling before are terrible now by comparison. would appear that I arrived before you, Ashenwind. Field Agent Kartish gave me the details about my old home. Seems my battles with the Scourge aren't quite over yet. Right. Sorry. Alright. And that'll do it for this video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And in the next video, we'll see what we can do at Mender's Stead again.